and closer to that bell, it matters a lot more. And it looks like we're going to be locking in now, going to be getting into the match, going to be seeing how these players start off their neutral.
Yeah, kind of interesting to see. I always feel like Elphelt's had a little bit of an odd distance to be able to start rounds. I mean, against characters that have a really fast round start option, it's kind of hard to be able to initially get in. But Ramlethal herself also kind of struggles with a fast startup move to be able to challenge at round start. So see how they both approach it.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see how these players approach the start. Just going to be letting the intros roll right now, making sure that we're all good to go.
And we're in. Starting off, just use that bomb to be able to try to flip out between any option Alisto has. Not going to work too much. And the burst bait off the start, Alisto already showing a lot of momentum going in here. Getting Calvados out.
Whew. There we go.
Smartdumdum having to eat a lot of damage for that.
Now having to stay blocked into the corner, it gets opened up, and that 2P is now what's going to be helping you. Round already going to Alisto.
Yeah, great start there for Alisto, starting off with a lot of momentum. We'll have to see how Smartdumdum actually responds to it. Starting off pretty great, getting some openings, and is going to be able to get wall. Unfortunately, not going to drop that super, but already a change of pace from last round.
Very strong change of pace too, especially as they're able to find their opening. Not able to bait out that burst there. We had a little bit of time, but we weren't able to block correctly. And now Alisto's starting to put up that pressure, getting bursted though.
Ooh, Alisto's going to be able to convert a lot of damage off this, if not wall at least.
Ooh. Do we get it there? Yes, we do.
Yeah, that drop was very punishing there at the end. Unfortunate for Alisto. However, nice break there for Smartdumdum to be able to keep yourself in this round. This game.
Really good there for Smartdumdum, but already the pressure too much coming out into the left corner, trying to put the great swords, able to find on the low, and we're definitely going into wall break. Ooh!
Just enough time. It was looking like it was a potentially was gonna happen there. Bust it out. Smartdumdum not getting denied, find their way in. But Alisto not allowing any openings.
Ooh, and making sure that burst cannot come out. Alisto could be able to take that first game. You saw them trying to play a little bit patient at the end. They're not trying to overcommit, waiting to see if that burst was going to come out in order to bait it. But in the end, it never came out.
Yeah, I like the sequence there at the end for Alisto. Just using some really fast normal options to be able to try to open up Smartdumdum. Just so that way, if that burst comes out, potentially have the chance to be able to just burst bait it.
All right. Of course, we are in a play all 5 situation still, so they're just going to be rocking it down, trying to get their elo as Alisto already getting that burst bait again.
Yeah, Alisto doing a great job at recognizing when Smartdumdum really just wants to get them off of him. Responding appropriately and just taking a great advantage. With Gold Burst now on deck too.
They shoot out. RRC going to be coming through, and Smartdumdum going to be carrying it all the way to the left wall. Going to be able to break it. Not going to get that hard knockdown. Of course, we didn't get super off of that, but still building a pressure to RRC.
Yeah, nice smash down round start with the BRC. Is going to be able to take him through the wall. Playing it very smart and safe, however, ripping that burst out. Oh, I don't think that's going to hit.
Oh, it didn't. It's just a little too far, and then the greatsword just comes in to seal the deal.
I like the option to potentially punish it. Those swords actually aren't as disjointed as you might think, so Smartdumdum trying to punish off of it. However, just a little too late. Alisto coming up with an advantage.
Alisto also going to be able to get the mortar bottle in there. Going to be able to get the hard knockdown off of wall break. Already trying to rush up. Yeah, did we get the reversal super coming out in there? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, great timing. You know, Alisto might be starting off with all this momentum going in, but Smartdumdum's not being denied, fighting for their way to get back into these matches.
Ooh, drops at the end though, and Alisto going to be coming in there to finish their food. Not baiting out that burst, but still getting the kill.
Yeah, nice 6H there at the end to be able to close that out. That was really tight there. Alisto playing just close enough to not lose it. Smartdumdum, unfortunately, not going to be able to close that one out. Alisto, I mean, they're winning these games, but it's still coming down extremely tight. Alisto's just doing a really good job at burst baiting, taking away Smartdumdum's resources, but Smartdumdum is getting all these openings to punish Alisto for it, however, not closing it out.
All right. Duel 1 off the bat. Already going to be jumping in. A little bit of a cross-up going to happen. Smartdumdum trying to find their opening. Already going to be able to take the burst out of Alisto, but not going to be able to punish hard enough.
Yeah, looking at it, looks like Smartdumdum's just a little hesitant playing at some of these further distances around Alisto's normals, trying to find their way in, but once they get a way in, I mean, you can see the pressure. It's already difficult to deal with.
Nice burst coming out there. Nice being able to catch on the neutral shimmy. Now going to be having Alisto stuck in the corner. If we play this right, this should be a death. Oh, not going to get it off the wall break. Just needs one more good hit, but you're not going to get it.
Does get it with the low. We'll take it.
We will take it there, especially as we move on to the next round. Already starting up our pressure.
Yeah, Smartdumdum's doing a great job this time around, being able to find their way in, and once they get in, not giving a chance for Alisto to get out. I say that as Alisto finds their way out, breaks the wall, getting a massive advantage going into this round.
You're just going to wait right in front of Smartdumdum. Going to be able to get the throw, and in quick fashion, going to be taking that second round, putting a stop to start Dumdum's game.
Yeah, these rounds are coming extremely close there, but Alisto being able to close it out this time, and Smartdumdum be able to also take this round, but Alisto once again with another burst bait.
Been so clean with these burst baits tonight, and going to keep it going with that RRC, literally going from the right to the left, carrying all the way with the juggle, and going to be back dashing to make sure that Smartdumdum not going to be getting a good neutral so far. Ooh!
Alisto holding on to these resources to be able to just YRC out. However, Smartdumdum immediately just punishing with that reversal super and taking water.
Now going to be sending Alisto right back. Going to be going for that reversal overdrive yet again. This time around, just going to get blocked.
Yeah, Alisto being a little bit more patient there, knowing that Smartdumdum's got resources and wanting them to burn it.
See, they're coming through, going to be able to reflect, and with that poke, Alisto going to be walking away with the win for the set no matter what. Now we're just playing for elo points.
Yeah, nice way to close out the set there with Alisto. That deflect shield really was just able to push them far enough away. As you saw, Faust was just far enough to be able to punish. Didn't need much health at the end. Great way to end the game.
Great way to end it off there, but we still got 2 more rounds to go with these two, as I highlighted a little before. Just going to be seeing if we're able to get a little more elo points for Smartdumdum. Try to get a 2-3 right now, and already starting off Alisto again with this pressure.
Yeah, and you can see it. I mean, Smartdumdum is just doing a great job once they actually get in, but it's just dealing with this Ramlethal poke pressure.
But still able to get out of it, and going to be able to carry to the mid of the stage, going to be going all the way to the right corner, able to wall bounce, but with another explosion, going to pick the combo right back up as we're going down to the left.
Yeah, Liz just doing a great job of just using this deflect shield to be able to get Smartdumdum out of their face. Even on knockdown sequences, on wake up, I mean, they're not being denied.
There we go. Not going to be able to get the wall splat, but going to be able to get another counter hit and just finish it off with the Mortavato. Going to be able to take another round.
It does not matter how much health that Alisto has left. They will not stop fighting, and they're coming away with some great wins, even being on just a little bit of health left. They're just waiting for one mess up from Smartdumdum.
Oh, already just trying to run it in again, but Alisto going to be watching you, finding you on your toes. Smartdumdum does have burst, and this time going to be successful on the burst hit and going to be rushing the reversal.
Did not work out. Smartdumdum 1 HP in a dream. However, we do have some meter on deck and wall. Not going to be enough.
Using that reflect and the poke after every single time so perfectly from Alisto. Just enough distance in order for that poke to be so well. As now we're looking at a 4-0. You can either find a 4-1 here to save some elo, or it's going to be a 5-0.
Yeah, and I mean, you really cannot afford to take another loss for a game. You want to make it as close as you can, put any points on the board. It's kind of hard, especially with how far we're into the season. Gotta take what you can.
Yeah, that's how it gets at the end. You got to take as much as you can get, and it looks like Smartdumdum knows that, and it's trying to run in against Alisto. Going to be able to burst though, and that side switch projectile not going to be helping you out, but you at least get your poke in.
Yeah, and great recognition at the start from Smartdumdum, realizing that Alisto is trying to burst bait you, trying to find any chance that they can, and just holding on to it. Ooh! But a nice sequence there from Alisto.
Yeah, no, using that BRC to see what they were going to do on neutral, seeing that shimmy coming out, perfect work from Alisto. Already going to fail again, but Smartdumdum finds their opening. YRC going to be pushing you back, but ooh!
Can I say, just 2 IBs into the reversal super? That's just beautiful. You'd love to see it.
Even more so, just going to be seeing this pressure coming out yet again from Smartdumdum. Reflect going to be going again for Alisto. Not finding that poke, but now trying to jump in and find anything they can.
Yeah, hoping to see potentially Smartdumdum trying to play around these deflect shields. Alisto's trying to find any opportunity where they know that they'll just be out of reach for their follow-up option and punish it.
Here we go, trying to kick in again. Gonna be able to set up both of the great swords in the corner. We just got our fists right now. Gonna get just absolutely neutral skipped. So we're trying to flip in. Oh, doing it again and being successful that time.
Oh, not gonna be able to block on it, getting called out. And gonna convert off of it. Oh, drops me, not enough. Smartdumdum needs to take this round here. You do not want to go to a final round in here, but Alisto is gonna take it to the final round. Wants this 5-0 badly.
Wants this 5-0 any way they can. Already getting a really good counter poke in there. Going to continue to throw out their great swords, but Smartdumdum going to be doing that in turn 2. That reflect is shooting them all the way.
This deflect shield needs a raise for Alisto. I mean, it's working overtime. It's just saving so many scenarios, and honestly, it's the way that the mechanic was meant to be used. You see how so many people complain about it. Alisto knows how to do it.
Yeah, no, Alisto's been doing it well, but it looks like Alisto's not going to be saved there, especially off the explosion. And there goes the deflect shield, going to be able to stop that rushdown coming out from Smartdumdum and allow Alisto to set up, but it's not going to be enough. And at least Smartdumdum is able to walk away with it.
This, goofy setup to start. So,
of course,
intros. They want to get right into the action.
Yeah, no, they just want to run straight in with that far slash. Going to be a really good poke, especially off of the whiffs coming out from Harris. Already trying to find it again, but still not finding the conversion.
Yeah, Harris already dropping that burst immediately. Gigas knows that hook line and secret is going to be able to pull you in closer to Faust, keeping him into the corner. Harris is going to have to deal with his Chipp pressure now.
Here we go, 2K2D, just going to be going into the Rekka with the Rochelle, already sending Harris flying and trying to play a little bit more mid-screen. Again, trying to whiff punish with that 6H, going to be trying to J2K, but still getting called out.
Oh, nice jump there from Gigas. Not going to be able to fall for the Scarecrow PRC setup. And is just forcing his way in.
Whew. Already very good showing to start off there for Gigas. Just going to be running around the screen, especially at the end with the Alpha Blade into the JH. Already trying to find something similar, but that's 6P.
Yeah, Harris is having to play a lot of defense going in here. Gigas is just not being as passive, just trying to be in your face and have to deal with all of these Chipp normals and pressure.
Nice YRC to stop that pressure at least for a little bit. Finding a 2P in there too. Going to be able to swing in. And if we keep this pressure up, might take Gigas out here, especially blocking that DP. Doing it again!
Hey, both times Harris was ready for it. The anvil and the block. Gonna call it out. Gonna put them both tied for first game, though. He is trying to force their way in. Still has burst on deck. Harris down with little resources. Oh, gonna just have to eat this all.
eating so much damage there. Harris got to really find an answer right now, trying to replicate what they had last round. But another JH going to be coming through. J2K going to find that setup on the low and going to be able to pull out the overdrive, going to be getting that hard knockdown.
Harris does still have resources on deck now, but immediately decides to use it, trying to find some way in now.
Nice YRC, trying to bait out some moves, get the 6H in there, and finish it off.
Gigas going up 1-0 currently. Really just trying to drive all this pressure down, not let Harris get any type of pressure going, having to keep them on defense the entire time.
It really felt like Harris had to constantly play on defense. I mean, when you got somebody like Chipp running around on you, trying to open you through overhead, trying to go in with the JH or J2K, we are able to punish J2K very well if we're able to get a throw in there. But if we're not watching our toes for that 2K2D, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, we'll see how Harris can potentially adapt. They were doing a great job of being able to find some of these openings and keep Gigas away. But once Gigas got in once, I mean, it was just a domino effect.
Really was.
Bombos? Oh! Woo! Unfortunately, didn't get the second rev. Gigas did not want to see where that led.
Did not want to see where that would go. We got the Afro gonna be on Harris, but of course we're just gonna be throwing our head, or at least trying to, and get another block DP.
Yeah, Harris doing a great job of recognizing when Gigas wants to just let it rip.
Trying to look for that Beta Blade. Ooh, not able to get the Beta Blade conversion off the far slash, and going to be paying the price on that. The Meteor going to be coming through off the Scarecrow mix-ups.
Oh, Harris is really lucking out with these items that he's got on deck. Not going to allow Gigas to do any pressure. Great recognition and going into snip, snip, snip.
Going to be continuing that pressure up, and I think we got a 1-1 on our hands. Yes, we do.
Nice. Love to see it. Harris with the adaptation. Having some of those items there really helped him be able to push this pressure sequence. Gigas, unfortunately, on the receiving end of it, not going to be able to benefit from it. So we'll see how he can adapt. And really, could it just be the luck of the draw of items?
I mean, getting a Meteor in some of those situations, especially off the punish of the Beta Blade, not being able to convert, and then being able to get that Meteor for Scarecrow was definitely lucky there.
Yeah. We'll see how both players respond to it. 1-1. No one's really in the driver's seat. Got a great setup already at the start.
Going to be able to block a little bit of guard crush there, but it's fine. We're going to be seeing Gigas being able to jump in, getting that 2K, 2D setup, trying to go for it again, but getting thrown this time around as Harris is going to be throwing up an Afro, and we get enough corner pressure to get it.
Yeah. Getting Meteors out, gonna save him there, but Giga's still holding on to this burst. However, might not be too beneficial to rip it right now. Just take the damage that you can, have it for next round.
It's just what you're going to have to do there. Definitely going to be an advantage having the burst in this next round, especially since you're already getting swung out, put into the corner, trying to sweep with a 2D, but not going to find it in the mini Faust army. Going to be on you.
Oh, yeah. However, Gigas now has Harris into the corner, and he's going to have to deal with all this pressure sequence coming out with the Chipp.
I know that command grab so good, able to find the overhead on the Rekka, going to be able to find that wall break too, getting the damage on Harris. Dive Scalpel not going to be finding the poke it needs.
Yeah. Oh, nice anti there with Harris calling out the Gigas cross-up with Alpha Blade. Not going to come out. Oh, snip, 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 just missed into the FD.
Unfortunate there. Gonna be able to open up though. Got you in the corner. Able to actually hammer you out. You go for a throw. You're gonna with it. And with that RRC, seal the deal. Harris gonna be able to take that third game.
Yeah, great showing there from Harris. They're still doing just a great job at calling out these DPs. Whether it's item or not, they're just... Unfortunately, Gigas is just ripping it either to a little bit too early or just a time where Harris is ready for it. It's not getting too much mileage off of it.
Yeah, I know, not getting much mileage out of it here, but going to be seeing as we go into the fourth game, can Gigas clutch up, or is Harris going to be able to get another game on the board and no matter what, get the win on the set? But we're able to burst bait. Good signs.
Yeah, Gigas has realized Harris is really, really burst heavy. He loves to just rip it at the start, wants to keep end momentum, let himself build up that burst meter, punishes it with the burst bait, gets a bit of an advantage going into the start of this round.
Gonna be able to find that J2K, trying to run up, gonna be able to get the command grab off. Really good there, tries to do it again, but this time around just jabbed out with the 5P and put into the wall. Ooh!
However, Harris gonna suffer on the goose jump in, not gonna be able to close out that round. However, starting off so strong, setting up corner with the bomb down, gonna get mileage off of it, unfortunately.
Ooh, there we go, the command grab coming through again. Gonna be able to get the Alpha Blade this time around. Still trying to get the wreck of pressure. Nice PRC when you know you're gonna get backdash there. Giga's trying to really chase Harris down right now and it's proven successful. Oh no!
Yeah, Harris calling out with that 6P is going to be able to get him in the corner. Nice setup on the mix. Oh, really long air time. Not going to get anything off of it. Giga should be able to close. Should be able to close out the game. Going up to a 2-2 set now.
Yeah, and because of that, this game 5 going to matter a lot more as it decides who's going to be taking the win and who's going to be taking the 2 loss. Still get 2 games on the board either way, so still going to help the elo there, but I imagine we want that win more.
Yeah, both these players doing a great showing, and really, I mean, this is the deciding factor. You got to play it like I mean, all points are basically on the line for it. I mean, might be a 2-2 set. However, this last one really is going to turn the tide at who takes the advantage, especially going into the end of the season.
Already going into it, trying to go into JH, going to be able to find the sweep, and the burst bait coming through again, and going to be able to make sure that their whiff does not go unwhiffed.
Yeah, Giga's doing a really good job at just identifying these burst times, calling it out, and just not letting Harris get any momentum with it.
Oh, nice burst there as we leave them in trying to go for the hook, line, and sinker. Going to be able to get an overdrive in there, get that hard knockdown, and Gigas, if we get some OTG or some other kind of setup, might walk away with this.
Yeah, however, not enough to be able to close the round. However, Gigas in a really good position to close it out, still has some meter on deck. Oh, just one opening. However, Harris has just a little bit left and some meter of his own. Nice block.
Really good watching for both the low and the high mix. Going to be able to mix themselves and take it all the way to the other side.
Oh my goodness. Harris crawling that out from the skin of his teeth with just a little bit of HP left. Putting Gigas onto game point.
You're going to be on game point now. Ooh, nice jumping. Going to be able to stop that situation. Giga's still going to be finally using their burst. And again, we're not throwing on those J2K punishes. We can do that.
A little unfortunate, maybe not used to that recognition. However, Harris finding his own way to be able to get out of it. Gigas needs to find his way in. No burst on deck now. I like how Harris is playing a bit more patient, realizing that when he throws out an option, he's getting punished just like so.
Nice sweep, going to be trying to get the Gamma Blade in there. We got both bars of our tension, going to be using one on that RRC. Still getting poked out though as the Meteor is going to be coming through, trying to use that Hauntless defense. But in the end, it all proves worthless as Harris going to clutch up and take the set win.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
We got a match.
And both players are here, are ready, are wanting to.
Interesting choice.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought it was a button check at first. Looks like Yata just really wanted to start it out with Gold Burst.
Oh, might be a button check. I'm honestly confused.
I don't think so as much. Looking at how these players, yeah, it's not a button check. I guess we're just seeing Yata trying to find his own way in with the Gold Burst at the start. And you know what? How much damage that Slayer can do, I gotta respect it.
Can I tell you the last time I've seen a Slayer trying to play a little bit more patient like that, but that's why Yata is performing so well right now, just waiting for the perfect moment when Yamazaru just lets down your defenses, could be able to get the super Mako Hunch in there and already trying to overhead.
Yeah, and
Nice.
Yamazaru was going to have to deal with no shields on deck. Yata, seeing that with just bright, wide open eyes, knowing that's his chance to punish.
Oh, nice sweep. Gonna be trying to still rush it down, get the orbs in there all the same, and keep juggling Yata.
Yeah, and one thing I know about this matchup, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but I'm pretty sure that Slayer, if he calls out early enough with cubes, can just do Super Mappa, just be able to punish a full screen seeing Asuka start with any cubes.
There we go. Gonna be taking out Yata in turn, 1-1 in the rounds.
Nice showing.
Alright, gonna be taking you to the corner, gonna be baiting your burst out and sweeping you on the low, keeping you blocking with all these projectiles coming out. But ooh.
Oh, unfortunately was not the right angle to be able to get these power bunker loops going out.
Still gonna be trying to juggle you again, put you in the corner. No jab gonna be saving you here, Yata, as you're just gonna get wall broken yet again.
Oh, should be enough. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be enough. Yata going up 1-0 into the set.
Whew. Great job going up 1-0 already, saying that they love Pokemon. So
Pokemon Sleep, I think. Oh, wait, I'm seeing in chat now. It's Yata Pokemon Sleep. No, we don't need any player tag CFGC. I mean FGC or any game representation. Yata Pokemon Sleeps.
yes.
Respect it. We'll see how Game 2 is going to kick off, if Yamazaru is going to be able to find any adaptation for it, but...
So just having to continue to block, trying to find that jump, and going to have to burst instead. Trying to play a little bit more patient right now with Yamazaru going to find that jump in.
Yeah, Yamazaru is being able to drop all of these cubes, however, Yata just familiarity with how to punish it.
Ooh, gonna be putting Yata into the corner, of course, sending more fireballs in there. Gonna find the opening, again off the whiffed grab, and you have to send an overdrive in there, take you out.
Keeping the pressure sequence going up, however, it does not matter with how much it. Yup, you call it at the right time, is gonna be able to punish it.
Be able to mix you up again with the throw, though. BRC being the clutch button there, as Yamazaru is going to be able to take that round in the end.
Oh, nice block there from Yamazaru. He's going to be able to punish it and start setting up all this cube pressure. However, Yata knows how to punish it and not let one cube start on. Oh, an avalanche, and punishes so well.
There we go. RRC going to be juggling you in the air. Trying to get some projectile set up again and make sure that Yata has to continue to block.
Oh, yeah. Yamazaru got a nice set of cards going. An auto card pool. No auto mana, however, low on it. Yata is going to have to deal with this mix that has full meter on deck. Oh, but gets punished for it. Yata's tying it back up.
Nice, and already going to be trying to push it forward. All their pressure going to get blocked right now. Trying to bait out in the air. Going to be able to get their burst in there as Yamazaru is stuck in the corner, having a burst in turn.
Yata's going to be able to punish without any shields now. That damage is going to be... It's going to hurt.
Oh!
Yamazaru trying to find their way out, however, not going to be able to. Punishes with the power bunker there at the end. And it's going up 2-0 over Yamazaru.
Ooh. Nice job coming out there. Going to be already up 2-0. Yamazaru is finding some good answers, of course, taking it to a third round every time, but still not being able to clutch up in the end.
Yeah, we'll see if this trend continues or Yamazaru is going to be able to close it out. These rounds are just kind of coming down to the mana management. I mean, both players are playing around it really well. I mean, just as well as Asuka plays around his own meter management, you have to play around his as well.
All right, just trying to kick that fireball out of there. Good, finding the low off the Rekka. Gonna be able to put you on the wall, and yeah, just get another super Mappa punch in there. Already doing so much damage against Yamazaru with that hard knockdown too. Oh!
Nice representation there. Already going up 1 round. Trying to start a trying to just punish Yamazaru for throwing out all these spells. You can just see how easily he's just being able to punish these cubes thrown out and immediately find his way in.
He's going to be able to chuckle again in the corner. Going to be trying to pull on an overdrive here. Just going to be getting all the tome pages around you. Okay, that took a minute, but we're good.
Yeah, you know, for a character like Slayer, Yata is showing it's not that hard to find his way in. When such an annoying matchup to be able to try to find your way in.
Okay, a little patient again, kicking the orb out of the way, whiffing the grab. Nice bait there, but the second one going to be successful. Onto Yata, PRC, not saving you.
Yeah, now we're gonna another third game going into a final round again. Players are just so persistent and consistent.
Especially Yata going to be able to already put you into the corner. I imagine we're going to be going for that super Mappa punch. Coming out again, going to be making you fly.
Oh, nice mix up there. Yata already having all this meter on deck after just 1 wall break. Yamazaru not going to get punished by it, and he's going to be able to find his own punish, but not having any resources to really be able to do much with it.
Still able to get that corner locked down, trying to chip away at Yata, but of course you're chipping at your own life from Yamazaru. Still, you have to keep with the pressure, because if you don't, like that, you're going to get taken out. And no matter what, you're just going to be fighting for Elo now, because no matter what, Yata's got the win.
Yeah, and Yata on a good representation, just finding ways to close it out.
Whew. Nice way to close out there, but of course, Yamazaru can still get in there. Yamazaru can try to get some more Elo points.
Yeah, no kidding. It's just you might be down 3-0, but these 2 games are going to matter more than the first 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just shows how you can close out a set.
Nice. Still pushing you all the way to the corner. Nice knockdown there coming out from Yamazaru. Gonna try to get that orb set up again. The BRC to beat that out. Still gonna be able to chase you down on defense, but there we go. Finds the throw.
Yeah, great. I love the adaptation from Yamazaru. Noticing that Yata's trying to punish these cubes and then immediately find his way in, but punishing it and not being able to allow Yata to get much momentum off of it. Yamazaru punishing really well, takes the round, and we're seeing a change. I mean, the momentum feels like such a shift from the first 3. It feels heavily in Yamazaru's favor right now.
Really in their favor. Going to be able to get all the tones back in there too. Look at the amount of pressure that they're building up with all these projectiles getting in there. The aggressive zoners themselves still trying to push Yata into the corner, just going to be getting chip after chip. But can this Super Mappa Punch be able to, yes, get through it all?
Nice BRC there from Yamazaru. Recognition that Yata was trying to cross up. Finds way to at least a block, but not only block, punish it with the crowd. Great use of burst there. However, Yata also bursting out. Yamazaru really needs to find this hit, but Yata closes it out. keeping himself into this game for that potential 4 and maybe even 5-0.
Nice, gonna be juggling, putting Yata in the corner yet again. The 2H though, going to allow Yata to escape. Gonna be getting a little of a pile bunker in there, trying to get that 2H, Mappa punch, 2H, trying to go in with the dandy step, but finally gets that blood suck.
Oh, calls out the YRC, and with no shield, Yata will take that. Wow, for as long as Yamazaru was in the momentum, in the driver's seat of this game, Yata just quickly stole it back, not allowing that 1 round win, closing it at the very end, and then just showing the round right after why he feels so confident in this matchup.
Again, playing more of that patient game, knowing that the pressure zoning is going to be coming out from somebody like Asuka, and just waiting for the perfect moment when their resources are down and out to actually go in and make that pressure.
Yeah, we'll see how he closes it out here. Yamazaru is still just looking for 1 game onto the board while Yata is trying to find that 5-0 closeout. We'll see if Yamazaru can find some new change of pace to be able to close out these rounds against Yata.
I'm just trying to play that patient game right now. A little bit too far for that 2H, but he's just going to have to take a lot of this pressure. Ooh. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, just gotta make sure you're a little hesitant. You got time. You might as well debate him if you want it or not. Yamazaru in a good position right now. However, Yata's still having burst available. But with how much damage that Slayer can deal, you're never really in a great spot.
Oh, nice. Going to be able to get the tap dust, though, and from there, take that round. But as we've seen every single game between these two, Yata might be able to take it back.
Yata doing a great job of not getting, well, very short-lived, but was doing a great job at punishing those cubes coming out. However, the wave cubes from Yamazaru is causing problems for Yata to try to find his way in. Oh, but just do a pile bunker. Oh.
Building up so much damage, trying to go in. The throw, though, coming out from Yamazaru, going to be putting Yata into the corner, but that's not stopping them anytime soon. Just teleport dashing back and forth, finally finding their poke in.
Yamazaru in a great spot right now, still with shield up. However, Yata still having resources. Burst baits out and does close it to be able to make it to that 4-1.
At least Yamazaru, we're going to be seeing the match coming up now. Gravelgoth and Block D finally going to be pulling up against each other, seeing who's going to be going ahead in the ELO.
Yeah, for the final match that we got going on for tonight, going up, Gravelgoth versus Block D.
And already seeing Block D trying to just DP raw, and Gravelgoth trying to play patient but still getting swept on the toes.
Yeah, Block trying to use that anti-air to be able to call out Gravel, but Gravel not fighting. And you know, the big thing, especially in this matchup, is you kind of have to gamble a little bit against Johnny. In scenarios like that, the way that Johnny can easily just cancel, jump cancel his step dash, it makes it so difficult to try to be able to grab him. Like the same example again.
There we go, just gonna be spelling out that letter. What's my name? It is Johnny. Gonna be able to get the first round.
Yeah, Gravel already starting off with some great momentum. And now you gotta deal with all this card pressure. Doesn't get the true knockdown for it, however, Block not being able to start any pressure of their own.
Right, ooh, nice PRC. Gonna be able to rush in, trying to set up the butterfly. BRC actually getting caught by the butterfly there.
Yeah, Block still trying to throw out these anti-airs, however, it's not paying off as Gravel just sticking to the ground. Why throw it out whenever you need to? You don't need to jump into the air.
Can that butterfly going to be able to catch against gravelgoth? Going to be able to get the tap dust DP off that too, and trying to play patient. The BRC backdash not going to be saving you this time, and you're going to be able to lose the round. Just a little. Oh wait, no, we got it. We're still here.
Oh, nice backdash there from Block. Unfortunately, not enough to close it out.
So it wasn't enough, and now Block D already going to be rushing in, going for the mix against gravelgoth, but we're still able to get our throw off and put you in that corner.
Now you're going to give us this card mix. Oh, Gravel looked like they wanted to burst bait, however, didn't just hold by. Unfortunately. Now Block gets a nice burst bait of their own, however, not converting off too much yet.
Nice, could be able to get the Frodo and trying to go in for a jump in from Mix, but there we go. YRC going to be coming through. gravelgoth trying to find the perfect way to poke in, trying to find a jump in, but the parry going to finish them off for this first game.
Yeah, that might look a little goofy, but when Anji does his little throw in corner and goes for a little jump K, jump P, he's got actually a neat little mix that he has off of it. He's got a meaty low, he can get a meaty overhead, or he can just go for an empty land, but all of them are also DP safe. So we might see seeing Block go for a little bit more to potentially try to call out Gravel going for any option on a wake up in the corner.
Already nice jumping, going to be able to get that throw off to set the card in the corner. Burst going to be coming out already, but the parry's going to get thrown.
Yeah, and Gravel doing a great job of calling out Block trying to do spin. Block really not being able to take advantage of it yet. Only really successfully getting away with it one time so far. Gravel just recognizing when Block wants to be able to represent it and just punishing him for it.
Go, trying to jump it again. Just get another throw in there, why don't you?
Calls out the parry, recognize that Block had the meter there, and why wouldn't he just try to rip it?
Trying to set up the throw again, we're not watching.
Yeah, Gravel is just making Block burn all of his resources and punishing him for it.
Literally just waiting it out, seeing that the poke is going to be successful, going to be going for that overdrive, spelling out that J, going to be getting a hard knockdown, and we got to get another good guess for Block D, or else we're losing this.
Yeah, and a great just tick throw by Gravel there. Block, you know, that was kind of a just complete change in momentum after game one. Block looked a little flustered, not knowing what to do.
Not knowing what to do right now. Block D, you know, after that game might try to, actually going for the Sin.
Yeah, you were mentioning didn't know what to do, but potentially character swap time.
And maybe the character swap going to be the answer they need to come back on top.
You know, Sin is going to have a much better time at trying to deal with his Johnny pressure.
Nice overhead coming through. Already got Johnny in the corner. Going to be able to come back up, trying to jump up top. There we go.
Yeah, Block being very mobile, bouncing around between the air, just trying to find different options for the approach in, and not just be a little fluid with pokes.
He's going to be able to block. There we go. Going to be able to put you into that corner. Getting another good poke, but the DP coming out from Block D. Going to be able to let us escape and start our pressure.
Trying to find his way to be able to wall break. Not getting too much off of it yet. Should be able to take it there. And does. You know, with how both these players have their separate pockets, I wonder if we're going to see a counter pick war come at some point.
Woo! Nice, going to be able to carry off that Wild Assault too. Finally, the burst going to be coming out from gravelgoth, trying to backdash a little bit, seeing if they're going to be able to get a good poke, a little Mistfinder in there. Why don't you?
Yeah, Gravel was not taking it and just wanted to reverse it immediately. However, Block just continued with this pressure, and it looks like Gravel now looks a bit flustered. I'm not knowing how to deal with this Sin pressure. Complete 180 from having to deal with Anji.
Ooh, nice. Gonna be able to find on the low.
Yeah, that low is gonna be able to whip from just that far slash and put block up 2-1 over Gravel.
All right, block gonna be up right now. Really good swap going up to the Sin, but of course we know that we could swap on the side of gravelgoth. As I mentioned before, they got that Asuka on the back pocket, could try to zone out with a lot of their projectiles, and as I say that, they're going for it.
Yeah, I don't know actually about the character locks with inside of CFGC how it goes, but we're gonna be getting Johnny to represent against the Asuka.
Okay, we're just character swapping for character swapping, bar for bar. I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, block now swapping onto the Johnny. Gravel being over there saying that he's stealing his whole flow. Character for character, normal for normal.
And now Block D trying to play a little bit of gravelgoth's game before going to be able to backdash some of those sweeps, already sending gravelgoth flying, but still being swept up.
Yeah, we see how Asuka is a high character skill expression, and really, if you don't know how to deal with Asuka's pressure with cubes, you're gonna have such a difficult time trying to handle that.
Nice counter though, going to be coming through for Block D. Going to be able to find the Mistfinder on the jump, break open against gravelgoth, set up a card for the card crush, and going to be able to get the throw off.
Oh, he's going to be able to take wall from Gravel. Oh, both doing BRC, both backdashing immediately. Hive mind. Nice grab, we'll take it there.
Already a really beautiful start coming out there.
Trying to find his way in. Gets it and should be... Okay, I thought it was actually going to be a bit more damage, but... Gravel already solidifying some nice amount of damage going into this round. Block needs to find their way in, but it's really looking like can Block stop Gravel from throwing out cubes. If the cubes aren't out, I mean, Block showing out.
Go. Going to be backing up a little bit, trying to find that pressure onto gravelgoth. Gravelgoth finally going to be able to take some damage. They still got bursted. They do want to use it, but Block still not finding the pressure that they need to really force out that burst just yet.
Yeah, Gravel adapting to all grab pressure that's being thrown out. Alright. Oh, that should be enough. That should be putting Block up 3-1 over Gravel.
All right. There we go. Gonna be up right now for Block D. Gonna be able to get that third game on the board, which means now, gravelgoth, you're fighting for them elo points.
Yeah, you really just don't want to have to lose. I mean, Block wants to keep up this momentum and take it up a full 4-1, but Gravel... I mean, you don't really want to have to go down and have to suffer with inside of a momentum killer like this.
Although going to be finding that block, not going to be able to keep it up again. Burst came out. We're trying to lock Block D in the corner, but not finding a good way to really keep them there.
Gravel just doing a great job at actually finding his way in. But, you know, this really is just becoming a grapple. We really got two grapplers on the field. Whoa. Let's just be able to try to throw it out. I like the recognition, however, not paying off. Gravel playing it safe and just not trying to throw anything out immediately, recognizing that Block really trying to punish that full screen. Oh, that was enough.
Woo. Nice, going to be enough to take you out. Now, this could be the game for Block D. Just needs one more round. gravelgoth got to give it everything they got. Trying to run in with that wild assault. Could be able to find that opening, but not going to be able to carry for that wall break.
Block finding their way in, pushing Gravel to the corner. Gravel trying not to lose any of this, this personal meter they have on deck. They do not want to lose shields. If you lose shields, that's pretty much going to seal death.
Nice, gonna find that counter. Still trying to rush it in. Gonna find that V. Ooh, still not gonna find enough. PRC though coming out for the sweep.
Yeah, Gravel really trying to find a way in, chipping little by little off of Block's health. Oh, they got a great setup going. Do not get chipped out. Block doing a great job of blocking all this mix.
Oh,
Backdash and will seal the deal.